This is a simple simulation that I'll be showing you guys today. This simulation should be able to clear your confusions regarding gravitational potential energy. Okay. So let's begin. This is a boy on a skateboard, and let me elevate to this height. Let's see how high that is. Okay, that's 6 meters high. Fine. Now, on the left hand side of the screen, kinetic energy, potential energy, thermal energy, and total energy have been shown. Fine. Now, in case there is no friction, the contribution from thermal energy would be zero. There wouldn't be any contribution from heat energy, which means there will be no loss of potential or potential kinetic energy in terms of heat, because it's only the friction which produces heat. You'll also notice that this green bar, the total energy, would always be the same. This is not going to change. While as kinetic and potential energy, they are going to change. At the highest point, I've told you that gravitational potential energy is mgh, mass times the acceleration due to gravity multiplied by the height. Fine. So more the height, more would be the gravitational potential energy. Fine. Okay. So let's begin the simulation. Okay. In case there is no friction, you can see that as this boy descends from the slope, his kinetic energy is increasing while as the potential energy is decreasing. And as he's ascending the slope, his potential energy is increasing, his kinetic energy is decreasing, which is a very, it has a very simple explanation that more the height, more the potential energy. Fine. And as it goes down, it falls under gravity. Fine. And the kinetic energy increases. Now let's play with this gravitational part. Let's have a lot of gravitational acceleration. You can see that this boy is going to move even faster. Fine, his energy would increase definitely. Okay. What would happen if this was a, let's say, 75 kg man? What would then happen? And let's also say that I'm now increasing. Okay, let's slow it down a bit. And okay, let's replace her now. Fine. Okay. Now let's slowly increase the friction and see what happens. Okay, as I'm increasing the frictional force, you can see that now the thermal part, the contribution for the thermal energy, which is being lost because there's a contact between the wheels of the skateboard and the slope and this inclination, there is some loss of energy. And now you will notice one more thing. Now let's do it again. She started off from the highest point, reached to this point, not the highest point, because now the whole of the potential energy hasn't been converted into potential energy, because now some of the energy was lost as heat. फिर से देखिए, मैं इसको यहाँ ले जा रहा हूँ. Let's say this is our Fatima, and ये यहाँ पहुंची, पूरा वापस ऊपर तक नहीं पहुंची बिकॉज थर्मल एनर्जी ज़ाया हो गई एज हीट, और वो वापस नहीं आने वाली है. ठीक. और हर एक राउंड पे फ्रिक्शनल कंट्रीब्यूशन जो है, जिसकी वजह से थर्मल हीट प्रोड्यूस हो रही है, वो बढ़ती ही जा रही है. एंड एक पॉइंट ऐसा आएगा जब ये बिल्कुल रुक जाएगी. तब क्या होगा? तब पूरी की पूरी जो इसमें एनर्जी थी वो कन्वर्ट हो जाएगी थर्मल एनर्जी में. यानी इसने सारी अपनी एनर्जी गवा दी किसमें? थर्मल एनर्जी में, हीट एनर्जी में, हीट प्रोड्यूस करने में. ओके, सो नाउ शी हैज स्टॉप्ड ऑलमोस्ट. And now you can see this bar graph. It's almost equivalent to total energy, and it's increasing till it reaches exactly to the total energy, where this girl will totally stop. अब ये रुक जाएगी बेचारी, because now she doesn't have any energy. Okay. Okay. Now let's have something else. Let's talk about our Earth, where the acceleration due to gravity is, let's take it 10. It's 9.8. Let's take it 10 meter per second square. Fine. This is the speedometer. Let's bring her down for a while. Okay, so her weight, her mass is 60 kg, roughly 600 Newton weight. Okay, now we will, friction is zero, fine. Now what we'll be observing is this. We'll see at each point, you can see these dots. At each point we'll observe what her energy is. Let's have a look. At a height of 5.73 meter, her speed is what? Okay, let's take another point. Height 5.19, speed 3.1. Let's take this point. Kinetic energy at, let's say, this point is 1083.3 joules. And potential is roughly 2500 joules. And there is no contribution for thermal energy from thermal energy. Let's increase the friction and see what happens. Okay, now there is some contribution for thermal energy as well. And this energy, it's not a useful kind of energy in the sense that we do not really want heat to be produced while I'm skating. Fine. So what's going to happen is अब kinetic potential में convert नहीं होगी, potential kinetic energy में पूरी की पूरी convert नहीं हो पाएगी. With the result, जो thermal energy है, total energy thermal energy में convert हो रही है, और ultimately this girl will stop. Fatima will stop. Fine. Okay, so I think I made it very clear. If you have any confusions, we'll discuss it in the class. Thank you very much.